here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Come on, let's go. Ohio, let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. So now it's 1st and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They go with the keeper, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back here right after this. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for the first.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
Johnson running left. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They come out here in the eye. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett as the first half is winding down. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Browns' new signee from the Jets, Demario Davis, not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now back out comes the offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And now another one thrown incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man.
There goes Green. And all the way in for the touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down now after the pass completion. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down, or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now it's Roethlisberger finding time, trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there. 54 yards. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Alert, alert. Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38. Let's go.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
In the red zone this time.
Watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Let's go. Ryan 38. Check. Ryan 38.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for someone to... Oh, no, he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Time running out here on the play clock. Now this, and look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, They're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On second down, Roethlisberger. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines are raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Roethlisberger from his end zone on third and long. He's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder on third...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to take over again. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
Let's go! What? None! What? None!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. He'll try again with the arm here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're trying to establish that running game, but they're really having trouble, aren't they?
Yeah, when you're running against a really good 4-3 defense, that means you've got big guys inside who control things. Those big defensive tackles are making it very difficult to find open space.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Watch the slam, watch the slam. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Let's go. What? 90.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And now back out comes the offense. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences. And you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post,
zeros.
The clock hits zeros.
They give it to Anderson, and he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And as the fourth quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he's brought down after a good gain. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.